The death of Fidel Castro raises a big question. What's next for relations between the U.S. and Cuba? Errol Barnett's in our Washington bureau with that part of the story. Errol, good morning.
Good morning. For almost 50 years, Fidel Castro ruled Cuba with an iron fist. The Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 saw Castro allowing Soviet missiles on the island nation to be pointed directly at the U.S. mainland. As the last remaining leader of the Cold War, he watched his power slip away. Fidel Castro resigned as president of Cuba in 2008 because of his ailing health and was succeeded by his brother Raul. In 2014, Pope Francis brokered talks with Raul Castro and President Obama to restore diplomatic ties for the first time since 1961.
Today, the United States of America is changing its relationship with the people of Cuba. In the most significant changes in our policy in more than 50 years.
The deal freed American electronics consultant Alan Gross, who was held in a Cuban prison for 5 years on charges that he'd been spying on the Castro regime for the U.S. Gross was released by the Castro government in December 2014 and flown back to the States, the same day Mr. Obama announced renewed ties between the two nations. Last August, the American embassy reopened in Havana for the first time since it was closed in 1961. Secretary of State John Kerry on hand for the reopening.
The leaders in Havana and the Cuban people should also know that the United States will always remain a champion of democratic principles and reforms.
But the future of relations between Cuba and the U.S. will soon be in the hands of President-elect Donald Trump. During the presidential campaign, Trump threatened to roll back concessions made by President Obama in a series of executive orders.
The agreement Obama signed is a very weak agreement. We get nothing. The people of Cuba get nothing. And I would do whatever is necessary to get a good agreement.
Trump says he could reverse those orders and might even break off diplomatic relations between the two countries. And it really is an open question if President-elect Trump will follow through with those campaign promises to undo President Obama's work. We won't know exactly what Trump will do until he's sworn in January 20th. Alex?
Errol Barnett in Washington, thank you.